Single Dads Club. What is going on? Yeah, got rid of the scruff. It's growing back a little bit right there. Yeah, it's been a little while for a post. Been really busy. Um, Let me see where I begin. Well, escrow closed on the house today, so that all got taken care of. Let's see. Video chats. Son, um, my son and I are talking on video chats. My daughter still does not, which it's disappointing, but it is what it is. You know, she'll come around. Hopefully, she still doesn't want to talk, and okay, that's just too bad. It's unfortunate that she can't, learn how to, I guess, forgive or anything like that. So whatever's going on in her mind, it sounds like, you know, I'm the bad guy, and it just hurts the relationship. It's just unfortunate, but nevertheless, I got to talk to my boy a couple times now, a couple video chats. I think this is what was our third video chat that we actually talked. So he kind of turned it around. It was actually pretty cool because he's doing whatever his sister does, his older sister does. And so the first time he started talking to me, my daughter instantly does what she always does and says, "I don't want to talk to you," and starts walking away. Well, he starts walking away, and I was like, "Hey, bud." And he kind of turns and looks at me, and he goes, "You know what? I think it's rude not to talk to you. I want to talk to you." And I said, "All right, bud, let's talk. Let's do this." I mean, it made my world. It just absolutely made my world that he's just kind of the type of kid I knew from the beginning that he knows what he wants, and he's gonna do it regardless. He might follow his sister or whoever else for a little bit, but he'll figure it out. He'll figure that it's not right for him, or just ethically it may not be right, and he made up his own decision, his own mind, and that was really cool. So I really did enjoy that, and he's been showing me all of his Minecraft toys, and he's been wanting me to get him some Super Mario World Lego sets, and he's been getting good grades on his test at school, so we'll have to go and do that. So, but that is definitely, just really nice. I guess you know, I just can't wait to see him in person again, and hug him and all that good stuff. Um, but what else? Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot going on. My oldest daughter is getting into college, and so there's a lot of things that I'm trying to help her with. There's I guess a parent loan I'm trying to push through. It's only biological parents that can sign them, and she lives with her stepdad. He's been pretty much there since birth and all that stuff. If you take a look at my other videos, that's he was involved when she was born. And yeah, I mean, back then I'm not gonna let history you know I'm not gonna let history kind of play into the present. They him and my oldest daughter's mom, they did some pretty rotten things, but I'm not going to hold it against him. It's a lot of it was her, and he's actually a good dad, and we've talked. He's supported her and all that good stuff, and he makes very good money, very responsible. So I'm, my biological daughter, oldest one, is well taken care of and has been for, a lot of all of her life, as far as that goes. But this loan thing, it's only biological parents that can sign it and apply for it. So the mom doesn't want to sign it, and so my oldest daughter is pretty upset about it. And so she's talking to me, and I said, well, let's see what I can do and see if I can help you out. So, yeah, and then I'll take whatever I get from the payoff from the house that I just sold, and probably put 5,000 towards the loan. It helps her out a little bit, so she doesn't have to pay as much. So she's gonna have to work for it. I told her, don't screw off in college. This is serious business. There's, she's gonna have to bust her butt. So I'm proud of her, and I think she'll do well. And been really, really sore lately. I've been going to the gym and getting my swole on, and hurt my back, and I was out for about 4 or 5 days. I still had to work. It really doesn't help when you're sitting in a seat and driving for 11 hours, and your work day is 14 plus hours. That didn't help the back, and it hurt to lay down, and hurts not to lay down. It hurts to sit, hurts not to sit, hurts to get in and out of your truck. But it was more soreness. I didn't really tweak anything. It's I haven't lifted weights in 3 years, and it was that day was deadlifts. So I just went a little too hard. You get kind of pumped up, and you think you can do what you can't do anymore, or at least yet. You don't realize how much you lost. So I usually start at a base weight. So in this case, it's not that much. Not what I used to do. I used to go up to, I think 425 or 35, but I only went up to 250. And so I increment my weight. I started this time at 135, and then go up to 155, 165, 75, so on and so forth, 205, 225, and I'll do a couple sets just to kind of warm me up out of each one. Probably 2 sets of 5 to 10, whatever feels kind of comfortable, about 75%. Where I can start feeling it, and then I made my way up to 250. Did a few sets there, and then I do drop sets. So I start taking off weight, and then going 5 to 10 pounds difference down, and I just start pretty much exhausting myself. So as soon as I'm done with 250, let's say I go down to 245, and then I won't take a break. I'll just get right on it and do as many as I can. Take off 245, go down to 240, as many as I can. Take off 245, 235, so on and so forth, and I'll go all the way back down to 135. So it's kind of like a pyramid, but it's the drop sets are just what kills you, and it's really a quick way to build muscle and all that stuff. I do that with squats as well. I'll do, let me see, on the other, I think I've explained like dumbbells and stuff, like either with arms or dumbbell presses. I'll have 3 different dumbbell weights, and just pretty much burn out. So those are the things that are gonna really fire up your muscles. It's gonna be painful for a few days, that's for sure. And then right now I did bench last night. So it's my second technical day benching. Is you got to drive in between and try to get to the gym as soon as possible. So yeah, and bench was kind of brutal because my back was still really sore. To lay down on the bench, my it'd be a shock in my lower back from being sore, and it was really tough to get under that bar, but I pushed through it, had a really good workout, and now my chest is all sore. So I'm gonna try to once I get back to Cheyenne, if they don't have anything for me, get in the gym. I'm not ready to do squats again because my lower back's not fully healed, but maybe I can do arm day or something like that, or even maybe a cardiovascular, maybe get on the bike for an hour and try to get my cardiovascular back. So other than that, what else do we got here? Still trying to get situated. It's gonna take a while. Like I said, I can't buy another house until the divorce with the soon-to-be ex is finalized, and that's in a couple months. So I'm just kind of stranded in my home right here. Can't really see much, but it's probably a big-time mess. Yeah, I wouldn't want to show everything to you anyways. It needs to be cleaned. So, yeah. I've been messing around a lot. A buddy of mine has been kind of messing around with cryptocurrency, and so he's telling me about it and telling me the pros and cons. And I've been doing some research on crypto, and I'm liking a lot what I see. I mean, there's a lot of things that are scary. There's a lot of, you gotta watch what apps you download. You gotta be very careful with you gotta have a two-party authentication factor, because hackers can get in and steal your info and your money and all that good stuff. But there's a lot of interesting things about crypto. The market, as far as like the graph goes, it's highly volatile. So, I mean, you can be up, let's say $10 in something, and then next day you'll be down $10, but then the following day you'll be up $10 over your last peak. So that's a good sign. So everything that it's still gradually going up. You can kind of see what you did in the week, or what that coin did in a week, a month, a year, and then you can see the graph going up. There's some of them that have kind of a flat thing. They got one spike and then they go right back down, and then there's gradually going up. And I'm kind of weary about those ones, but the ones that have, a steady incline over time, seems like although it's going up and down, kind of like a seismograph in a way, it has more benefits because that graph is going up. So you keep your money in there, and eventually you're it's going up and you're earning more. And plus, there's a lot of apps that do offer interest on these investments. So you get pretty good investment, return on investment. They got some good percentages out there. So I'm investing. Let me see. I got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano is a pretty young company. It's not too old. Their prices are pretty low, but they seem like they're trending upward. I got, was it Polygon? Got very little in Polygon. I got the US dollar coin. So that's good, because that the US dollar coin just, it's kind of even. You'll see on the graph, it never goes up, never goes down. But it's always tacking on interest. So it's a good way to, gain some interest on money that you put into that coin. And then, you can, however much you put in there, you can, make the interest off of it. So that was pretty cool. I put some money in there. Cosmos. Cosmos seems like a pretty cool one. I put I think I put $50 towards that and see kind of where it's going. So I'm just kind of testing out that market. Kind of interested to see where it goes because my buddy was explaining to me. He's like, look, these banks they really don't have the money, and whenever you come to take a decent amount out of the bank, banks are always like, well, we got to hold it for X amount of days. And it's like, why is that? If you have the money in your own bank account, like, why are they holding it for, 5 to 10 business days just to get your money? What if you need it like now? And crypto's kind of like that third party that can kind of, speed up that process that I've noticed. So, and it sounds like, with the banks doing what they're doing, and there's more to that. I mean that's kind of the basic explanation. But with the banks doing what they're doing, it just seems evident that crypto is kind of like the wave of the future. The fiat system, is the government's constantly inflating, constantly, printing money, and it's not backed by anything. So it's kind of it's a bunch of IOUs. That's all they are. And so inflation happens, and that hurts everybody. Inflation can be good, in certain cases, and you'll need it, but in a lot of ways, you don't need it. You start inflating the dollar, and the price of everything else goes up, and your dollar is worthless. So you got to work harder, and just to get milk and eggs. Because they're already expensive. Everything's expensive. I mean, look at the gas prices. It's just crazy. But which is a totally different type of industry within itself. Our oil industry in America took a hit thanks to the current guy in office, which I'm not gonna go too far into politics. I'm just sick of politics. But yeah, ever since he took office, it's the oil industry really took a big hit. So anyhow, I just wanted to give you guys an update. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. But other than that, everything's been going smooth, pretty hectic. I haven't really been sleeping that much, trying to handle the house and trying to handle my oldest daughter's college and trying to get that settled. And so it's been hectic, and but in the long run it all works out. I hope everybody is having a great day. Remember, if if you're feeling depressed or anything like that, or you're feeling ill thoughts, don't forget to reach out. Put it in the comment. If you need to reach out to me, I'll reach out to you and give you my email, and then we can chat on there, or shoot, I'll even knowing the severity of it and all that good stuff, I'll give you my number, man. I'll chat with you a little bit. I'm always on the road, always willing to chat. Makes the time go by, and hopefully I can help some people out. But yeah, don't forget to reach out. All right. So you are important to this world. Don't think that your life doesn't matter, because it does. But I hope you all have a really good, blessed day, and take care, good fathers. All right, good dads, good people, and do your best. All right, take it easy.